Podcasting in downtown Brooklyn and Brooklyn Bridge Park. This is the Brooklyn Baritone Podcast. Hey everyone, good morning. Well, it's usually morning when I'm recording these podcasts and productions, but whenever you choose to join me, morning, afternoon, nighttime, late at night, evening, it doesn't matter. I always appreciate the likes, the looks, the listens, but of course I'd appreciate you hitting that subscribe and notification bell on my YouTube channel, Brooklyn Baritone. Of course, do that if you want to. No pressure, though I would like the algorithm to swing in my favor. Think about all the things that you guys have been blessed with. I know it's so easy to think about what is going wrong. I know it's really easy to think about what you don't have, things you may have lost. I get it. I want you to forget about the vaccine mandates. Forget about it. I want you to forget about the possible war with China and Ukraine and Russia. Forget about that. I want you to forget about inflation. High gas prices. I'm affected just as you guys are affected. I want you guys to forget about the bills that you have. What I need you to do is to be grateful. If you can hear this, you're blessed. If you can see this or see anything, you're blessed. If you're able to get up and walk around on your own volition, you are blessed. I'm always talking about looking at and appreciating the things that we always take for granted, the things that make us work, the things that are around us and within us that are able to allow us to get up and do what we do every single day. This was brought into more perspective when I was looking on YouTube. I just happened to find a video or compilation of people who were deaf, basically, for their whole lives, and they were able to get cochlear implants or devices that allowed them to hear for the first time. And then when I saw the reaction of these people, children and grown people, when I saw the reaction for the first time, it was awesome. That is the type of application of technology that I love. Now, I get it. You can't make an omelet without breaking some eggs. So I guess, yes, there's certain things that we do with science and technology that are very questionable, that can be very damaging. But I understand that if not for some of those pathways or certain implementations of technology, we wouldn't have certain breakthroughs, but that should be our main focal point to actually better ourselves, to actually look to correct many of the wrongs. Of course, that comes from within. We can't correct anything unless we see the problems that we have within ourselves first, but also when we have the resources. We use technology and science as resources. Science with the understanding of the world around us up to a certain point. We don't know everything, we're trying to. When I saw the expressions of those people and their loved ones around them, it was beautiful. It was inspiring. It allowed anyone, well, most people, to be drawn back to a humble standpoint in their own existence, in their own mind, in their own lives, to know, you know what? I'm able to get up and walk around and do what I want. I may not have everything I want. I get it. Things are not as I want it to be, as we all want it to be. We get it. Because we get the wars, we get the vaccinated, unvaccinated, we get the border issues with the Canadian truckers, we have supplies running low with everything. Many things are by design. People design certain things to get to that point. That's a whole nother topic for me to cover. Once you learn to appreciate the things that we always take for granted, the sun coming up every day, we're able to wake up and open our eyes for the ones who can do so. When we can hear things, can get up and walk around for the ones who can do that. Man, listen, stop complaining, stop worrying, stop being anxious, and understand what you have. That's all I got. You want to hear the rest of my content and check my merchandise out, you can go to my website at brooklynbaritone.com. You could also find me on my YouTube channel, Brooklyn Baritone. I'm also found at LinkedIn under Corey Ash. You can run across more of my social media content on Instagram and on Facebook. You can get the audio versions of these podcasts on Google Podcasts, Apple iTunes Podcast, Amazon Music under Podcasts, and other various podcast platforms. I also air on local Brooklyn cable television 4 times a week on Tuesdays and Thursdays at 12 a.m. and 2 p.m. on Verizon, Optimum, RCN, and Spectrum. Thank you guys for listening. I want you guys to understand how blessed you are. That's all I got to say. Focus on the simple things, man. Anyways, be blessed, walk good. You will hear from me next week. I'm out.